Listen up, you motherfuckers. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the bullshit. Welcome back to the nonsense. Because you are dealing with the best trucker out here. Let me tell you something. Story time. Yo. Trucker trash.
Welcome back to the bullshit. You know I always follow through. You know, I always got some bullshit for you. And this one's a real zinger. Wait till you see what I did now. I know what you're thinking. He's at his house. He quit another job. Well, I don't know. I don't really want to sit here and talk about trucking a whole lot. Just ain't really feeling it right now. I mean, I'll say a few things on it before I tell you about the real zinger I got going on right now. It's getting better. I don't know. You watch the news and you watch other people's channels and they're like, oh, we're all fucked, we're all dying, we're all going bankrupt. All in all, I think it's getting better. We got billboards up around here for trucking companies that are hiring. You go on Indeed and they're like 63 cents, 68 cents, 60 cents, 70 cents. This company I'm at now, I actually do 73 cents if you're willing to do the boroughs in Manhattan and Long Island and all that shit, but I'm going west, right? And I think it's 68 cents if you run the Midwest, which ain't bad for the Midwest, right? As we all know, the West is great this time of year. I love running out there, but here in a few months, you're going to get shitty out that way, so I'm going to be earning my money. Here's what happened, man. My goddamn Chevy Silverado pickup that I would have paid off in like a little over a year, and it only had 40,000 miles on it. And it's still under warranty for like 4 more years. So I was going to be riding that sucker for a minute. Got stolen, man. Like stolen. Like in the movies. Right? But here's the best part. I was in the process of switching to a different truck. So I had all my trucking shit in it. We're going to talk about that. You don't realize how much money you got in your fucking truck until you go to replace all that shit. But first, you're probably like, how the hell did your truck get stolen, dude? Well, I got intoxicated, right? And I didn't want to drive because I don't want to get a DUI, now do I? So I left my truck at a gas station. And then I come back the next day, and she gone. She gone. This was like 9 days ago. The police said, I'm probably never going to see that truck again, and considering we're 9 days into it right now, I think they're right. It's probably either in Mexico, Russia, or stripped in Detroit or Flint, or it's sitting out in the woods somewhere here with no wheels on it or some shit. It's gone. So, yeah, you ever had a vehicle stolen? It's a real pain in the balls, man. Real pain in the balls. Good thing for the Harley, because I've been driving that everywhere. That's all I got. That's why I'm home right now. Because I had to take care of all that, and then you have to wait, right, to see if they recover it, right? And at this point, we're all just kind of crossing our fingers, hoping that they don't recover it, even though I'm going to lose money on this whole deal, right? But at this point, do you really want it back? It's probably going to be all sorts of fucked up. So, I mean, if they do recover it, I do have insurance. You know, that's the thing. I'm always teaching you guys some stuff, you know. When you get insurance, make sure you have comprehensive. If you just have collision, they don't cover stolen vehicles, right? A lot of people don't realize that. So if it gets recovered and it's all smashed to shit, that's just going to slow things down, because then it has to go to a body shop, and I got to find one that has a loaner car, you know, because I ain't got no wheels. And it'll sit there for 2 months, because last time my other Silverado sat in there for 2.5 months. So that could happen. They could still recover it. We're at the point now the insurance company has filed a claim. So I'm crossing the old fingers that truck don't show back up, right? At this point. And then they're just going to pay it off, cut me a check for, you know, because they give you a market value for it. And then I'm going to go buy another one. But if I was to get the other one back when it came out of the body shop, I'm going to trade it in and get another one anyway, because I don't want it. Who knows what they did to it. Could have been out ramping that shit or driving around 4-wheel drive or whatever, right? It's going to be junk. It's gonna be junk, man. But it's been pretty depressive. Like the first few days start pretty bad because I lost all my shit. I lost my truck, and it's just a fucked up situation. Yep, but the insurance company gives you a rental car, right? And I might do a little video on that because this rental car is like this big. You know what I mean? I'm like buzzing around town. I drive a Semi. I drive a fucking Silverado pickups. I drive my Harley, and it's been a minute since I drove one of them little Zing Zing cars. But I'm happy to have some transportation because for a couple days I had to borrow my dad's car, which is a little bit weird, borrowing your parents' car, right? And then I just been riding my Harley all over and going grocery shopping. You'd be amazed how many groceries you can strap onto a Harley, man. So, I'm thankful to have the rental car. But it's sad. It's like when you sit there and you think about all the stuff that you had in it, right? Because I had, well, you gotta get a brand new GPS, right? What's that? 500. I had 2 of these. There's $80. You got little shit like this, $10. Little shit like this, $15. Blowgun, what are these, 30? Actually, they're cheaper on Amazon, man. All this shit's cheaper on Amazon. Like half the price of truck stops. I know, I should have thought about that earlier. Seat back organizer, kingpin puller, all your duffel bags, your microwave, your TV. They got my goddamn GoPro. They got my Sony fucking Handycam. They got my clothes. My pants are $50 a piece. And you know how much underwear costs these days? And socks, man? Holy shit. Towels. Bedding. Tools. Just goes on and on, man. The longer you sit here and you think about it, you're like, oh, that was in there too. Oh, that they even got the old American fucking faded hat that's been on all the YouTube videos. It's all wore out, and I was about to get a new one anyway, but I was gonna raffle that off to one of you guys because that fucker's been around, right? They got my fucking hat. I got my coat. Oh man, I just still keep sitting here thinking about more stuff that they got. The key fob for my Harley was in the console. So I got my Harley all locked up in the shed and hidden away because they got your address because that's on your registration. So they can come to your house and then see that Harley sitting out there, and they got the key fob, and then they can go zoom zoom on that. They got a key to my house because you're thinking the keys were in it. I dropped the keys somewhere, or someone took them at the party or something. When I got home, I didn't have my keys. So I guess they got the keys. So they got a key to my house. I had to change all my locks. Me and my dad had to go out and buy machine guns and shit and get ready to fucking fight. You know what I mean? And yeah, it makes you wonder, man. It could be identity theft, They could have, I don't know, when you go do your DOT physicals and stuff, and you got your driver's license number on all that shit, and then, it might all be in there. I'm not sure what paperwork was all in that fucker, but I know from now on I'm not carrying very much in my pickup. Yeah, so it's a pretty stressful deal, but they didn't get my goddamn shower shoes. I still got my shower shoes, so fuck them. We can survive. We can make it. As long as we got the shower shoes, we're good to go. But I will say on that, another little tip of advice for y'all. At this point, there's a potential my insurance company is going to cover contents. Generally, they don't, I hear. But here's a little thing. If you got homeowner's insurance or you got renter's insurance, listen to Trucker Trash. He knows he's old and he fucks up a lot of shit a lot of times. You can put all your contents from your Semi, if you're Canadian, Semi, if you're American, and you can put that on your renter's insurance or your homeowner's insurance. I know it's weird. Why does it go on there, right? But it does work. I always put mine on there. You can do it with storage units and shit too. So at this point, you would think, oh, no big deal, right? Well, dude, I originally thought, oh, fuck, I lost $1,000 worth of shit. No. I've been keeping the Amazon drivers busy for the last few days because I'm lazy shit and everything's cheaper on Amazon. And it is literally, there was one time, there was 2 Amazon trucks here at the same time. They're a little disorganized, I don't know why they didn't send it all in one box, but one dude pulled up and the other dude pulled up right behind him. I've just been ordering, man. And I'm at 1,800, I think, right now on trucker shit. And I still got to get like cleaning supplies and, food and stuff like that, which will add up, right? To probably at least another $100. I put you at 1,900. That doesn't count my GoPro, my Sony Handycam, and there was something else. You know what I mean? So it's well over $2,000. You crash your rig, that shit's probably gonna go scattered. Your rig catches on fire, happens. Someone breaks into it at the parking lot or whatever, right? It's a good idea to put that shit on your insurance for sure. I'm glad I did. At least someone's gonna pay me out for it. But yeah, I just thought I'd kind of catch you guys up to speed on that. Not a whole lot with the whole trucking shindig. Not a whole lot to say about that right now. It's just kind of the same old, like my friends, my trucker buds, struggling a little bit to get miles. Some, nobody's really, that I know, is really banging out and, making a lot of money or anything. The Melt Boys are. But y'all know how that melt gig goes. If you don't, go back and watch some videos on it. Yep, and if you want a melt job, go to MDT. They'll hook you right up. You can go run your ass off. You can make over $2,000 a week and buy a whole bunch of shit that you shouldn't buy, and then get tired and not want to run that hard anymore and have all that shit and have to pay for it. Because I know somebody who did that. Yep. Even the old Harley's going bye-bye, which is kind of sad. I was riding it today and I'm like, oh man. But it's a money pit, and you pay payments on it for it to sit in the shed for like 8 months. And I got to grow up and get my money built back up and all that grown people dalding type shit and just work. So we're getting rid of it. And they're kind of dangerous because people drive like shit and they want to run you over all the time. So the Harley's even going, man. It's just going to be me. I'm going to have to bust out the old pedal bike again, huh? Right? I'll be cruising on that bad boy. I think it's going to be a rough few weeks waiting for this insurance settlement. They're going to drag their feet on it, hoping that truck gets found somewhere. So we will see how that goes, and I'll hit you guys up when I get out on the big road, which is kind of a funny thing, isn't it, drivers? Like, you get out there for a while, whether it be months, years, weeks, whatever your gig is, and you're like, I fucking hate this, I want to go home, yada, 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 right? And then you get home for a while, and you're like, man, I want to get back on the road. Alright, so now you guys are up to speed. I'll catch you up on the next video when I get back in the big rig.